Coming to you from New York City at the 2021 SVG Summit, Brandon Costa from Sports Video Group. Happy to be joined by Mike Savello from LiveU. Mike, it's wonderful to see you in person. How you doing, sir?
Oh, great. I'm happy to be here, honestly. It's great to be out of the house and finally with a lot of people from the same industry. It's really great.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun so far today. Wanted to ask you about what you guys at LiveU have seen over the past 12, 18 months. Obviously, it's been a wild roller coaster time throughout the industry, but you guys are involved and your product is involved in a lot of what's going on in live sports right now. So what's kind of been your general observations about where the industry is currently and maybe where it's headed?
You know, it's interesting. You know, LiveU made a decision about 3 or 4 years ago to really focus on sports in a big way, and we put a lot of emphasis on the products in terms of these features that we really felt we needed to have to support sports. Things like 10-bit HDR support, and we brought the LU800 to market about a year and a half ago, which the LU800 can actually support up to 4 HD cameras through a single device, right? So, and that's ideal for remote production, right? And we saw a boom in remote production, obviously, over the last 18 months. So, so in a lot of ways, we've really been customizing our product line to be much more sports-centric, much more cloud-centric as well. So in addition to the products like the LU800, the LU300, we have NDI support, we have SRT support. So in a cloud environment, we can now hook into a lot of these cloud-based production environments with very high-quality, very real-time, low-latency interfaces that allow you to now provide a real remote production capability for what people really want to do these days.
Nice. We'd love to follow up with you on the point of 5G. I mean, we've been talking about 5G at these at shows for quite a while, but you guys have a product that does it and does it well, and 5G is really getting adopted pretty well. What do you see about the excitement? It feels like when you talk to people about it, it's like, hey, we're just scratching the surface of what 5G can do in sports. How are you seeing it enable some of your product?
Yeah, that's true, and we are just scratching the surface. 5G is really becoming available now just sort of as an add-on to 4G, right? It's giving you extra bandwidth to do the things like the 10-bit HDR support and the 4K support. Being able to really broadcast very high-quality 4K images over cellular is fantastic for the sports industry, especially at the high end. But we really are scratching the surface, right? So as we get more 5G capabilities, as we see more things evolving in terms of what the carriers are offering, we're going to start to see more and more, extra audio channels. We're now broadcasting 16 audio channels with our signals, right? So when you combine that with 4K, you really need the extra benefit that 5G is going to give you, and we're really excited to see where this is going to go in terms of extra remote production capabilities.
All right. Being back at a physical conference like this, I mean, what's it like for LiveU to be back, not even just talking about SVG, just to be back at a conference, exhibiting, showing, seeing some clients? What does it mean for a company like yours to be back out in the wild like this?
I think it's great. Getting close to the customers, we really miss this, right? I mean, you can only do so much over Zoom calls or whatever, right? So so being in person at these types of events and getting to meet customers face-to-face, people went through a lot of pain over the last 2 years, right? Especially in the sports industry. We know that large parts of this industry really had a very hard time with it, right? So so I think to see everybody out and really the attendance at this show has been fantastic. I think that really shows how people want to get out and interact with each other again. And hopefully this is the beginning of things to come for getting back towards normalcy and getting back to the business of really making money and making sports happen.
Yeah, we certainly hope so too. Well, it's an honor to have you guys here. We really appreciate your support. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having us, for sure.
All right, he's Mike Savello from LiveU. Head on over to the site to learn more about what they're up to. You can also watch more interviews like this over at sportsvideo.org.